Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jamina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy, always. Well, today I want to say welcome fall. I am so happy you're here. Sweater weather is in the air. Yeah, we can still wear our sunglasses, but honestly, I'm so glad for sweater weather. And I wanted to welcome fall in with the Chic Cosmetics Queen of Diamonds face palette. Got this in my Glitz Glam box, and I thought it was perfect for fall. So perfect indeed that, look at that. Sorry for the blindness from the mirror, but you get 6 beautiful shades to work with. You get 3 lips, a blush, and a highlight. And boy, we can make a great look with that, don't you think? So I'm going to start out with the richest brown. No, I'm going to start with the burgundy because I can and I need to, because she's so pretty. I want to touch her. How have you guys been? Wonderful, I hope. I'm waiting for the last of my September boxes to come in. Sadly, BoxyLuxe won't be in until after maybe the 5th of October. I got the email that says the 3rd, but you know, FedEx and BoxyCharm. I had to contact BoxyCharm through Instagram to even get someone to respond to me, because all you could talk to is a little robot through BoxyCharm. And I wasn't trying to talk to a robot, honestly. So this is nice. It's muted, but not too muted, I guess, because I'm building up the color. I was hoping it would be a bigger bang, but you know, it is still a really beautiful, rich burgundy, as you can tell. And what I'll do is I'll darken up the corners, the ending corner, with that rich brown that's in here. And the reason I'm tapping and blotting all at the same time is because aging eyes get little patches and you gotta fill them in. It's not as simple as it looks sometimes on Instagram, where they're really pretty and they're doing this couple swipes and it's done. They lying. They're like 5-minute crafts. They full of crap. You have to constantly keep going back in and touching up to get the opacity that you want, as you see. Even that's not as dark as I would prefer it, even for fall. But it is a really nice, like, everyday type of fall look, you know? And I'm probably using the wrong brush, but this is more, it's easier to control right now with the muscle issues I've been having in my hand. So using a big old brush is a little bit easier, and I can pull my hand back to go lighter. But it's really up to you what you prefer. And if you got this palette, you know, what look did you create? Let me know. Tag me in it, because I would love to know. Did you use 2 colors, 3 colors, all the 6 colors? I don't think we need to use all 6 colors, but you know, for the sake of our first impressions, we always try to put as much of it on our eyes as possible, right? But I still want to make it wearable, so I'm really building up that one color, because it is really pretty. It's one of those colors you just want to put all over your body, right? Nice and even. Where did my color switch fall to? Ah. I'm going to use my color switch to brush off some of this color before I put it back. Let me get a deeper brush with a little point on it so I can build up that corner with the dark, rich brown. Because fall is, I've always seen fall as like the super smoky eye look, you know? That's what I think of fall. Super smoky, dark lip, you know, but it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. I'm only pulling it in more because I don't trust these shimmers to be opaque, you know? And sometimes it's easier to just add a little shadow under shimmer to get it to adhere to the eye. Because even when you try to cut the crease, it's a hot mess. It really is. If it doesn't want to stick, it doesn't want to stick. But I like that brown. It's got a little sheen to it. So it makes a nice smoky corner here. In fact, it'd make a nice smoky eyeliner. Back to the color switch, girls. Get a flat brush. Flat brush. I don't know why. Can't speak today. Can't speak. Alright, let's start with that shimmery fuchsia color. Put that right in the center here. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to flip the brush because there's color on the other side too. See how I did that? So I do it on both sides of the brush. And I'm going to dab it and get it in as much as I want. I'm looking over here because that's where my mirror is. And then I flip the brush to get whatever else is left. Just to make sure I got all my little wrinkles and all my little skin folds coated in shimmer right in the center. It still looks like it's lifted off just a little bit. Alright, let's try someone else's technique. Wetting the brush a little bit. Just going to use whatever's close to me, which is this Yate London Vacay. I can't say if it really did do any improvement. A little bit, right? I don't even remember how much this palette claims it costs. Let me see. So I can tell you if it was, you know, because honestly, is it worth it? We don't know. $18 for this all-in-one palette. And so far we've used 3 colors. I don't know. I haven't had one of these types of all-in-one palettes, honestly. Or even purchased one, honestly, since I was a kid. Preteen. Because that's just what was popular, I guess, to me. To get everything that I needed. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the San Jose Flea Market. And back in the 90s, honestly, that was where it was at. That was popping. You get these cute little dials of your eyeshadow. You get your blushes. You got everything. Mascara, liners, everything in there. You know, for super cheap. And so my grandmother would get me those as gifts. Because she knew how much I loved them. And how impressed my friends would be when I took it to school. To see it unfold. Like it would look like a little flower bud, and then you twist it and the whole thing would just like unfold and all your makeup was right there, minus your foundation. And I didn't really wear foundation back then, didn't know anything about eye primer either, you know. So that came out pretty nice. I like that. Very, very pretty. And I'm going to take the other shimmer and put that in the first 1/3. It's like a I'm dabbing it on both sides because I want to see if I can even see it. Because it's like a brown. I don't think so. So I'm just going to place what I had on the brush down, wipe that off, and I'm going to go into the highlight. Because I want to I like to highlight my corners, don't you? You like a little mirror image. So I'm going to highlight my corners with the highlighter. Alright, she's not popping, but she is way better than what she was. It's like a champagne without a lot of sparkle, which is a nice thing, right? But it's still not as like beaming and opaque as I would want it. But it's not for me to want at this moment. I have to realize that. I say it's not as bright as I want it, but if it's in this palette, I'm gonna have to make it work. Reality checks always work for you, girl, and I talk myself through it. That way, if I do decide to declutter it, I have to have a good cause, you know? Give yourself a good reason. Not just because you didn't like one color or you didn't have an inner corner highlight. And that's what I'm doing right now, trying to psych myself out, saying, oh, the inner corner highlight. No. The inner corner highlight, the highlighter itself is pretty. It is perfect for the fall. I mean, this is a really pretty eye for the fall. So, no complaints. Stop complaining, Jovina. Stop complaining. I'm going to take the dark brown that's in this palette again. I'm going to really coat my brush with it. Spray it nice and well. And run that on the bottom lash line. I don't want to go all the way in, just enough. And what was great, no fallout. I guess that's the biggest plus out of this palette. There was no fallout. I have my full face on, and I do not see any fallout whatsoever. I want to connect those two down here just to make it all nice and smoky. You know, because who doesn't like a little smoky? I would like it darker. But for what I'm going for, I think this is perfect. Me liking it darker, I don't know. It has nothing to do with the palette itself. That's just my own personal preference, honestly. And all I'm going to do is add a little black pigment to the outer corner. How's that? I have this from Chic Cosmetics, which I'm affiliated with now, and I have a code down in the description box if you want to check them out. They got some really great lashes, and I love their pigments because they're really rich and sparkly, especially this black. It's really sparkly, and I just want to really just smoke out that line, like, how can I explain it? Kind of like liner, but a little bit more, but without really, you know what I mean, ladies, you know what I mean, gents. Very lightly, because it just adds a little bit more dimension. I don't even know if dimension is the right word to use. I want to say like depth or something, you know. See, it's a little bit more. So this eye, it doesn't look as open or awake, I guess, but now this one, to me, does. If that makes sense. And I only did a little faint line. Kind of like my liner, and that will darken it up. Especially if you guys are not feeling comfortable with liquid liners or lining your top lid. I suggest you use a brown or black eyeshadow. That's all I did, was just kind of like make an eyeliner type wing look, just to give my eye a little bit more of that sexy depth. Nothing fancy, just a little swoop goes a long way. You just want to make sure it's even. Look at that. Didn't it add a little bit of, I don't know what the word, je ne sais quoi, something, just, it added something, a little bit more to the eye, and it makes me feel a little bit more, poppin' and awake. Just, like I said, my own je ne sais quoi, just my own little thing. Okay, so next thing we want to try out in the palette, I'm trying to find a lip wipe. I've got my Oprah lip wipes here. And I'm just going to use the palette itself to, all I'm taking off is some serious moisturizer. And it really helped. Okay, so I'm going to use that brown that's in the palette. Ooh. Oh, good Lord. I'm digging in here and all. And it's got a plastic coating on it. Rude, you got me there. That's nice. So it has its own little condo seal. That way no powders get into it, and that's important. That's important, so let's see what that looks like. Looks like it's more my skin tone, but better. Of a nude. It's more like gloss than lipstick, honestly. Kind of washes me out. Let's take a little of that peachy color that's in the middle. Use it to kind of brighten up the inner lip. So I love a good nude in the fall, but now you're going to wipe me out. It may need some help with a lip liner. It may just need some help, but it's okay. I think it looks perfectly fine. Alright, now we'll try the blush. That's a nice pink. Reminds me of the Balm, but ooh, but way pigmented. Way more pigmented. Ooh, yeah, she's bright pink. Very natural bright pink too. Like I've been pinched really good, or like it's really hot in here. Okay. And for the highlighter, let's see how that functions. Ooh, she's shining. Wow. Now, it didn't show up on the eye like that, but it definitely shows up on the skin like that. And like that means it's like that. And that's the way it is. Ooh, wee. Ooh. Make you not want to blend it out because it's just so pretty. Okay. The only thing I'm going to do on this face is basically put on some mascara and call it a buzy. So, I want to thank you guys before the video gets way too long for stopping by and spending some time with me experimenting with this palette. We will definitely have to do a different look probably using the peachy hue, and the top I think would be really pretty for fall, because everybody's been doing a lot of caramel colors for fall, and I appreciate that because I'm such a berry girl. I never want to stray from my berries, especially when it comes to the fall. I don't know why. Berries just rock my world in the fall, and everybody gives me the most compliments, and that's just, you know, a compliment means a lot to me right now, especially, you know, in the state of mind that the world is in and the way the world has been. Somebody just out of the blue saying your eyeshadow is really pretty or your lashes are really pretty, it does put a little bit of a pep in someone's step. So I make sure to compliment as many people that I meet out in the world on a daily basis. I really do. If it be a man with some snazzy shoes, I'm going to tell him, because he needs to know your shoes are snazzy and they're really cute. Like, whatever, your lashes are bomb. Be good to each other. It makes the world of a difference, and I will see you all in the next video. I love and adore you. Be good. I swear it will brighten up your day and somebody else's day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.